Maybe we go no headphones.
Maybe.
Do we do no headphones? We gotta figure out the headphones.
You can go like middle and middle. Like both. A little bit. Kind of like DJ style.
Is this...
You know what we should
like
have? Is
up?
like spoofs.
Yeah.
Like us talking at the beginning.
This is a spoof.
All right, guys. Welcome back. This is episode 5 of the Everyday Patriot podcast. So today we're going to be talking a lot about crypto. So all things crypto, no stocks, all things crypto. So Bitcoin, all that jazz. So
yeah. So if you have been following crypto recently, we've been on a little bit of a run. It's been good. Even the altcoins have been going up. We've seen Bitcoin. It's sitting right now at the time of this taping at 52,500. So that's real close to its all-time high. It's not that far off. The all-time high is 64,800. We're talking, what is that? 10%, maybe 20% off. So we're real close. So some of the stuff that I've been doing recently in crypto is I actually sold a lot of my crypto.
oh dang.
I sold almost all of my Cardano, and I sold almost all of my Bitcoin. And it made me nervous, but the main thing, and we kind of stress this in our other podcasts, is you got to have an exit strategy. And I hit my exit point on these two specifically for when I bought in. And as much as my emotions and heart was telling me to keep going, I sold. And that was probably 60% of my portfolio on Coinbase.
Damn.
And so I'll let you know what I'm still in. I'm still in Decentraland. I'm in Ox, Anchor, VeChain, Litecoin, and Polkadot. But
Polkadot.
yeah, I'm completely out of Bitcoin and Cardano currently.
Oh dang. Okay. Literally the only two things that I'm in.
So those are real solid projects, and those are, I saw an article the other
Like when
day.
you break up with somebody and you're like, yeah, but it's not you, it's me.
It's just my exit strategy.
Really good.
Yeah, it's not you. It's just my exit strategy. I saw an article the other day. It said, "Is Cardano going to overtake Bitcoin in its market cap?" And I know you said that you don't, for stocks, market cap isn't necessarily like a major indicator. It kind of separates what's a blue chip versus what's a penny stock, and how much is actually invested. That's what market cap is, how much is actually invested in that stock or in that crypto. But for crypto, it's a big driver, because if the market cap's less than $1 million, that project is that coin is nothing, essentially.
Right.
There's no real backing behind it. And because crypto is still technically unregulated, there is a lot of coins that market themselves well, or celebrities market the coins, but you could lose all your money, honestly.
Yeah. That's something that I was looking at before when I was in, I've traded, a ton of crypto, not as much as stocks, but there's always that other coin that's out there that's like 0.00001 cent, and you're just waiting, you're dropping $1,000 on it, waiting for it to go to
the moon,
1 cent.
Yeah.
And it just you just made I don't know how many thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. But there's always going to be those coins, and there's some people out there that think that crypto is just all a huge big scam, and then there's some people that think that crypto, they have every last dollar in crypto because they see things differently.
It's the next. So what I've been really doing is taking profits in crypto, and I've been buying other investments. We can get into that, but really at this point, the crypto market has me a little bit concerned that it's overbought. At least the coins that I was in, like Cardano and Bitcoin. Cardano, if you want to pull up the chart for Cardano, it's ADA, and Cardano is at its all-time high, or very close to its all-time high, and right now it's sitting at 282. I know it hit about $3.10. The market cap is getting super high on it to where I think it's going to see a little bit of a correction. So I sold out. I sold my Cardano, and now I have cash on the sidelines. I can buy in if I see that correction take place or I see that dip. But I personally just don't feel comfortable being super heavy into it, and that was my exit strategy. So
always having an exit strategy, whether it's stocks or crypto, right?
Everything.
But check this out. So if I'm looking at this stock right here, just charting it out, I'm looking at roughly a 47-day crypto trades day and night, 24/7.
Yep.
I'm looking at a 47-day of 188%.
Yeah.
So from July 21st to, today, yesterday, what happened with Cardano to make it move almost 200%?
So Cardano is launching smart contracts, and that's set to happen on September 12th. I know we had Tristan on. He was talking about that, and even he said he's heavily into Cardano, and I know he told us he took profit on a lot of it, but the smart contracts allow other coins to build off of the platform. And so basically any new coins that people are making, which is a big thing right now, can be built on the network. They can kind of piggyback on Cardano's network, which in turn creates more volume on the Cardano network. So it has more volume, it's traded heavier, but the market cap's getting high. And so the market cap right now is 90 billion.
Jeez.
For Cardano.
Jeez.
And that sounds
let's give an analogy here, or comparison, if you will. What is Bitcoin?
Bitcoin is 980 billion. But so if you want to take that, it's simple multiplication. If Cardano were to 10x, it would be Bitcoin. So if we're talking $20, exactly. So I just don't think it's gonna happen, because Bitcoin is kind of like the sun. All the cryptos revolve around. But I'm happy. I actually got into Cardano on Tristan's advice around 30 cents.
Jeez.
Some 20 cents, a little bit heavy 30 cents, and then 40 cents, and I kind of bought it all the way up. So I've more than 8x'd. I guess my average would be kind of like an 8x on that. When I sold, I took profit at $3.05.
Jeez.
So
let's take a look and see exactly where that is. If you're at 30 right here, and you go up to $3.05.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're talking over 1,000%.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's and that for me is great. So that honestly, I don't get too greedy. My mistake is usually I take profit too early, because I'm just like happy with a 1x, and if you're into stocks, 100% return is amazing.
Yeah.
But crypto's a little bit crazier, and I've seen my crypto drop 50% one day. Didn't want that to happen. I took profit. I have cash on the sidelines now.
I mean, this is a hell of a run up.
You said what, 40 something days and 100 something percent?
Yeah, we can even just get it like right in here and right up. This is, even just 29 days and it's 135%.
Right.
We were talking close to overall this low point right here at the beginning of August to its highest point right here, September 2nd.
Yep.
205% in 44 days.
It's crazy. And that was good enough for me. And my wife, she has a Coinbase account too, and she actually has a decent amount, and her portfolio is probably like half the size of mine. But she buys and she holds. She's not really actively trading and selling, and she hasn't sold. She's like, what should I do? And I was like, well, why don't you keep holding yours, because that's going to kind of leverage us against, I took all profit, she can stay in, and if it goes up, it goes up, and we're kind of safe. We're playing both sides at that point.
Yeah. So if you're sold out of everything right now, it sounds like you're waiting for a correction to happen.
Yep.
What's the next move, or do you even know what the next move is?
I'm kind of just waiting. I invested into some more like physical assets. I bought some guns. I bought some ammo.
There you go.
And I mean, you could talk about ammo as like a commodity. It's up like 200%.
It's ridiculous.
But I am keeping cash in my Coinbase account for a correction. If I see Cardano go even 250, I'll buy in.
Yeah.
I do believe in the project, and I think it has a very long-term use, but currently it's just a little bit too high for me, and I'm good with taking profit. So
okay,
that's where I'm at.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit for a second about Ethereum. Ethereum, that's a sore subject for me.
You had some good Ethereum at like two grand?
I had
2,000?
2,000? No, I had about 15,000 in Ethereum. I had
at what price though?
2,500.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had almost 6 coins.
Yeah.
In 2,500, and I bought in it was at like 2,800, and then it dipped down a little bit, 2,500, and then it dipped a little lower, 22 probably, and then 20. But I think my average was right around 25.
Yeah.
About 6 coins. The number could be off a little bit, maybe 7. But man, right when that hit the fork that happened last month, right when it hit 28, I was basically all out. And now you're looking at that, and that would have been an additional, almost 8 grand.
Yeah.
Just 1 month later. So
yeah, crypto's scary. Honestly, like I even find myself getting a little nervous about crypto because a lot of the changes happen overnight. I mean, one night I woke up at like 2 or 3 a.m. That's the night I sold most of my Cardano. I did it at like 3 a.m. because I woke up, had to go to the bathroom, and I was like, I'm gonna check my Coinbase, and it was way up, and I was like, oh, this is all-time high right here. And next day it dropped, and I kind of just hit it perfect. I don't watch the market 24/7, even though it is tradable 24/7.
Do you have any like alerts on there for when it drops?
I do, but for some reason Coinbase doesn't let me know. It like will let me know if it drops 5%, and I don't know. I actually look at my Coinbase much more than I do my stock portfolio. Even though, I mean, we may have a whole podcast on this, but the whole tax, the way these are taxed are pretty much the same. Short-term gains, long-term gains. I am gonna be paying short-term gains on the profit that I made, so higher tax. But for me, it was worth it to.
But you're sealing in the profits
to do that, yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing, especially in any kind of investing. You always gotta seal in the profits. I think that's where most people go wrong. Is aside from just making a bad trade, it's just not paying attention to when you have profit and protecting your profits.
A lot of times that let it ride mentality, it gets you in trouble.
No, yeah, so there's definitely one thing that I always do is if I let it ride, let's say, we'll talk about Ethereum for a second. I did not do this, but one thing that I could have done, and I usually do, is if I have 6 coins, I'll sell out of 5 and let one run. And that way, if it drops, it's only one coin, so it's not a huge drop. I can hold on to it for a little longer. But at the end of the day, if it runs, I'm still making money, and I'm not being greedy.
Or pull out if you're up a good amount, pull out exactly the dollar amount that you put in, and then you're playing with house's money. Everything
100%.
Everything that's in there is just
it's house's money. And we have the analogies of casinos all the time. And you just, when it's house's money, it's a lot easier to trade with because it's not your own money.
You can be riskier.
Yeah.
It could go to 0 and you're still good.
And you're just like, whatever. It wasn't my money to begin with. I didn't lose necessarily anything, but she didn't get anything. But always knowledge though.
Yeah, it's almost funny because when it is house's money, it's you almost play with less emotion because you're like, you're removed from it because it's not your money necessarily.
Right. So let's take a look at another one. What's another one? You said Polkadot?
Yeah.
So let's look at DOT.
I like Polkadot. Polkadot's a good project, and it's actually, like most of the coins, been on a run. It hasn't reached its all-time high yet, but it is something I would look to. It's one I didn't sell out of, actually. So it's one I'm holding on to, and it's made a big run in the last
46 days. You got 242.65%.
Yep. One thing people don't realize is a lot of the crypto charts mirror Bitcoin and mirror each other. And the reason for this is it's a lot of trust in the market. If Bitcoin drops, then people get scared, and because there is less institutional money in crypto, people can buy and sell anytime they want. And there's individuals with hundreds of thousands of dollars in crypto, people we know, and they can sell, and a $100,000 sell on a crypto is gonna hit that a lot more than a $100,000 sell on a stock, just because of the specific market cap.
So I've heard this thrown around a lot, especially with crypto, that there are certain coins that are moved by 1 to 4 people.
It's possible, and those you kind of want to avoid.
Right.
If someone is same kind of thing with a stock, I guess. I don't know quite as much, but if you're buying something and someone owns half of it, of all that there is, they have so much control of that they could crash it, they could bring it up, they basically
like
control
Elon Musk with Dogecoin.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't want to be at the mercy of one person or 2 people or a small group of people. You want the market to be a real organic market where increase in volume increases the coin price, and it can't be affected by one person just playing around with it. So mostly on Coinbase, if you see the top tradables and the highest market cap, those are pretty legit coins and projects to be in.
Okay. All right. So now you're saying you pulled out of these most of your crypto to go into more tangible assets.
Yeah.
So I know you have land.
Land, yep.
Yeah. What else are you buying into?
Bought land, bought lots of ammo, bought guns. And honestly, a gun that I have, it's an AR-15. I built it, but I bought the parts and the pieces a couple years ago, probably around $1,000. It's something I could sell for like $4,000 now in California with the laws being what they are. I would say buy whatever you can now, because every single month they're banning more and more specific guns, and if you get something that's grandfathered in and someone can't get that, that's valuable to someone, and then you have something that is rare, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
and rarity, scarcity. These are
Those are
terms
things that'll drive the price right up.
Yep, these are terms that, increase the value of something. And so like we had a scarcity in ammo, and the cost of bullets has gone from probably like 30 cents a round to like $1 a round. So as long as you're not shooting them and keeping them safe and whatever, not in bad conditions, it's a good investment, and people see it as an investment too.
Yeah. So let's take a look back now at the charting. Let's say we want to pick a random. I don't want to say a random coin.
Go for it,
because there's definitely not as many tradable, especially on Coinbase, but as there would be stocks. But let's pick one, and then how would you choose?
Let's go Litecoin.
Litecoin?
Yeah.
Just randomly? Or that's the one you're going to choose?
I like Litecoin.
Okay, let's take a look at it.
Let's look at it. It's been on a big run, almost more than everything else.
So that's LTC. We're going to go Coinbase here.
So
dang, look at this. Back in May.
That's why I've had my eye on Litecoin.
This is a $414 coin back in May. It's currently sitting at $219. So even if it just goes up 50% of that, we're talking a couple $100 per coin.
Yep. So Litecoin is down 4% today, and what I look at is the market as a whole, and the market as a whole can be seen almost through Bitcoin. So if you overlay, you don't have to do it, but if you were to imagine overlaying Bitcoin's chart on top of Litecoin, then you could see Bitcoin is at 52. Its all-time is 64. So we're not talking a 50% off from its all-time high. Litecoin's all-time high is 400 something, and it's currently trading at like 218. We're almost 100% or 50% off its all-time high. So to me, that's a big buy signal. There's not a lot in crypto, like as far as charting, that you can necessarily go off of, because they don't report financials. There's not really a product necessarily, but